Yo, what's good? What's good, Freedom Marchers? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. For me, it's afternoon and it's fucking hot. It's like, I don't know, 100 something degrees, but anyway. And it's dry too, man. I don't get it. Anyway, how y'all doing out there in the world today? Eat me some cucumbers. Very refreshing. So today is August 2nd, 2022. And we're going to talk about Nancy Pelosi's big brass balls. Let me tell y'all something. I don't like that woman at all. And, I'm not into the left-right paradigm bullshit. I don't believe in, democracy and politics and all that shit. But I tell you what, unless China and the U.S. are in cahoots with the Kabuki Theater Dog and Pony Show, Nancy Pelosi got some balls on her, I'll tell you that. And she's in Taiwan right now. I guess she's going out there to talk about computer chips, which we need that, right? Well, most of us need it because of technology, and we're so, attached to this technology. We're so addicted to it. There are a lot of things that we're so dependent on technology. Many of us would not be able to live without certain aspects of that technology, like these computer chips and all that type of shit, lithium. There's a lot of things with technology that, we as people are dependent upon, including myself, right? I'm driving a truck right now that has an onboard computer that needs chips and all that type of shit. I have a minivan with the same shit, with the same technology, so I'm in that same boat. And so, a lot of us are. Now, would I survive without these vehicles? If push came to shove, yeah, I would. I'm a survivor, and I do prep. I am a survivalist, or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, I can be okay. But this country would be in disarray if we didn't do something about getting the chip shortage taken care of, right? And that's why she went out there. Now, with the knowledge that Nancy Pelosi was going out to Taiwan, which China claims as part of its country, right? China believes that Taiwan is a province of China. And so the CCP, the Communist something, or China's Communist Party, whatever the fuck, they believe that Taiwan is part of China. And so, in effect, Nancy Pelosi is going over to a province of China without going through the CCP. That's how they're looking at it. And so when they came up, when they got the news that Nancy Pelosi was going out there, they started saber rattling, for lack of a better term, threatening to shoot the plane down, threatening military action, all this, that, and the third, which has not happened yet. But I tell you what, you got, unless she's an android or some shit, it might not even be Nancy Pelosi in the real life flesh. It might be some robot, or who knows, man? It might be some clone or body double. Who knows, man? Who knows what these people got going on? But if this is really Nancy Pelosi going to Taiwan under the threat of China, of the CCP, she got some big brass balls, right? Just like Trump had big brass balls when he went across the DMZ into North Korea. Now, these countries are real threats, right? They're real threats to the United States. They're real threats to us. So, like I said, unless they're in on the Kabuki Theater, it was something ballsy. It was ballsy. Like I said, never mind the fact that I don't believe in American politics. I don't believe in politicians. I don't rest. I don't depend on politicians to do shit for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they ever will. Everything that they do is for to improve their power dynamic over us. But big brass balls. And Republicans seem to be confused about how to feel about that, when in reality, they should feel the same way about that they felt about Donald Trump going into the DMZ. Got to give it to Nancy Pelosi. She showed out, man. She's out there right now, and who knows what China's going to do. They're talking about they're going to perform military exercises. Like, what is that going to do? So, not only did Nancy Pelosi go out to Taiwan under the threat of violence direct threat of violence from the CCP, what she did was, when they didn't shoot her plane down, they showed how empty the China threats were, right? And now they're talking about military exercises like that. What is that supposed to do? But I will say this: what might happen is, and this might be part of the plan, right? This might be part of the plan, because let's face it, the United States is itching, right? I think our government, not the people of the United States, but the government officials, the elites, they want China to invade Taiwan. They want them to. Just like they wanted Putin to invade Ukraine. And now what are they doing? Sending billions and billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars into Ukraine. I think they're talking about sending another $500 billion of equipment and financial aid to Ukraine, the last I heard. So, is it altruistic, or is someone benefiting from this, right? If they're sending military tanks and they're sending ammunition out there, who is benefiting, right? The defense contractors that have to manufacture these weapons to send over there. They're getting paid big time, the same way they got paid during the Gulf Wars, the war with Iraq, Afghanistan, all these other conflicts, right? They benefit greatly from it, right? It's not, let's face it, it's not the military's weapons until they buy them from private contractors, private manufacturers. They make and create these weapons. These weapons of so-called war, that before the military gets these weapons, who has them? The private defense contractors. They're not part of the government. So, these defense contractors have weapons of mass destruction at their fingertips, and they sell them to the government. Y'all do realize that, right? These elites, right? These Northrop Grumman, Boeing, all these different private contractors, they have the weapons first. They test the weapons, they build the weapons, they test them, right? And they sell them to the government under contract, right? Now, they have to sell them to the government exclusively, but these private contractors have access to these weapons of mass destruction, these so-called weapons of war, before the government gets it. But these government officials have a problem with people like me and you owning an AR-15, which is not nearly as devastating as a howitzer or a Tomahawk missile or a bunker buster or anything like that. Claymore mines, grenades, all that type of shit. Right? 122 millimeter cannon rounds. Right? They, come on. But anyway, what am I getting at? Well, while China might actually attack Taiwan while not Nancy Pelosi is there, while they may not have shot her plane down, don't think that as soon as Nancy Pelosi leaves, they won't invade Taiwan almost immediately. And this might be what they wanted. This might be what our government wanted. They might have wanted to provoke China to the point where, okay, they may not attack Nancy Pelosi. They may not shoot down Nancy Pelosi's plane. They might not attack Taiwan or invade Taiwan while Nancy Pelosi's there. And if they do, hell, that might work out better, because we would have no choice but to thrust ourselves into a direct conflict with China. But they're not counting on that. They're counting on Nancy Pelosi leaving safely, and then China invading Taiwan shortly after that, right? They want them to prematurely invade Taiwan out of anger, right? Because what did they do? China said, do not go to Taiwan, Nancy Pelosi, or we'll shoot your plane down, right? Well, guess what? She called their bluff. Excuse me. She called their bluff. She landed safely in Taiwan. Now, China looks bad. China looks like, well, you just puffing your chest for what? I don't know, man. China, or the CCP, is an extremely prideful organization. And so they're going to have to do something other than putting on military exercises near Taiwan, or flying 52 planes or 52 jets, fighter jets, into their airspace. They're going to have to do more than that, right? Or they can take it on the chin, and they'll lose a lot of influence all over the world. So if China does nothing after Nancy Pelosi's visit, well, they're going to lose their domineering effect all over the world. They're not going to look at. They're going to look much more impotent than they do now, right? Because they put it out to the world through their propaganda machine. China, through their propaganda machine, said, you know what? We're going to shoot Nancy Pelosi's plane down if y'all fuck with us. Oh, if you play with fire, you're going to get burned. Well, if Nancy Pelosi doesn't get burned, well, obviously China's not going to do shit, right? That's going to, and if China doesn't invade Taiwan after that, that's going to encourage Taiwan, is going to, boost their confidence, that they can act as an independent nation. But I don't think our so-called leaders are counting on that. They're counting on China to invade Taiwan sooner rather than later. They're tired of waiting for China to do it, right? They're tired of waiting. So that's my take on it. I think our illustrious leaders, this was all a play to get China to do something, right? To start another conflict that's going to be devastating. You understand what I'm saying? If China invades Taiwan, this is going to be devastating. Let me tell you why. Because our government is going to have another excuse to drive us further into a recession, toward a goddamn depression. You understand what I'm saying? Think about it. All the shit we get from China, all the products, all the shit like that, all the medicine, all kind of shit. We get all kind of shit from China, right? We depend on China for a lot of shit. If they get caught up in a war with Taiwan, let me tell y'all something. It's gonna be bad for business. It's gonna be bad. Where I'm working right now, there's already a shortage on a lot of shit. A lot of shortage on simple shit, simple material that before the pandemic, this material was practically an unlimited supply. right? And a lot of this material is made in the USA, because I was union, and union electricians, union electrical contractors pride themselves on using American-made material, American-made, union-made material. Well, just because it's made in the USA doesn't mean that the material or the raw material doesn't mean that comes from the USA. No, a lot of that shit comes from China. A lot of it comes from Taiwan. Think about it. Look at some of these products. Some of these products are made in Taiwan, and I'm not just talking about the shit that they use the processing chips for. This is going to devastate international commerce greatly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of different countries are going to get drawn into this conflict if China invades Taiwan. But why would our government want that to happen? Why would the government want our economy to be devastated? Because they want us to be destitute. They want us to be desperate. They want us to be, in despair, so that we can look to them. It's all about power. It's all about power. Whatever they can do to make us more dependent on them, whatever they can do to make us more, desperate, to beg them for shit. They love giving us stimulus packages, right? They love giving us money, and they love putting us up in low income housing, right? They love that shit. Not just the government. A lot of private individuals, they thrive on this shit, right? They want us to lose our homes. They want us to be displaced. They want us to lose our land because we can't pay the fucking mortgage, so that they can come buy the shit up cheap. Now they own everything, and we own nothing. And guess what? Many of us will be happy. That's very elaborate. A very elaborate scheme to make us more dependent, right? To make us give up ownership. But they'll stop at nothing. They'll go to no ends to achieve that level of power, man. Power is very, very tantalizing. Power, once you have power, you want more power. Some of these people, they're not satisfied with just having sovereignty over themselves and their family, in their small community. No, they want to control everything. They want to control you. They want to control what you eat. They want to control all this shit. They don't want you to own land. They don't want you to live off the land. They want you to live in these concrete jungles, man. They want the trees. They want this is what this whole rewilding thing is for. They want to rewild for their benefit, not for us. They want to cram us into these mega cities, and they want to take away our right to transportation, our freedom of travel, our right to travel. They want to take that away. They want to take that away. That's what they're trying to make us give up vehicles. They want us to use bullet trains and all this other shit. They want to be in and out of existence. Right? They want us to be herded to work, herded back from work, herded to the grocery store, herded back from the grocery store. That's what they want us to do. They want us to, matter of fact, no, you don't need no grocery store. No, we're going to deliver everything on drones, right? On drones in the sky and drones on the streets. Self-driving vehicles. No, they don't, you know what I'm saying? And they want us to just accept it and just be. They'll keep us entertained. We can play video games. They'll put video games in our hands. They'll implant our brains with fucking Neuralink bullshit so that we can be in the metaverse 24/7 if we choose to. These are the type of things they want to do. They want to, I don't know if y'all seen The Surrogates. Have y'all seen that movie? This is making me think about the surrogates. There's this movie. It's the dumbest movie ever. Like the way it's the directing, the acting, and all that shit. It has Bruce Willis and Ving Rhames in it. But basically, it's called surrogates because you're so in this modern or future, right? In this not so distant future existence in the movie, you don't leave the house, right? You basically have these little robots and shit and androids that you stream your consciousness to live out in the world. You know what I'm saying? So you can go to parties, all that other type of shit. You're partying, you're going and you're having sex with all these people, but you're doing it through your avatar, right? Or your surrogate, and you have some shit hooked up to your brain, and you're just sitting in the chair all day, and you're languid, and you're not doing shit, and you're fucking, you know what I'm saying? They have to feed you through tubes, right? When you're hooked up to it. That's what they want, right? I mean, and that's beyond Demolition Man, right? So that the Demolition is the next step. Demolition Man, then the surrogates, right? This shit, I know I sound like a crazy fucking conspiracy theorist, but this is that's the play, man. They foreshadow what they want for us in these movies. You know what I'm saying? And what's in those feeding tubes? Probably roach milk. You know, roach milk, cricket dust, motherfucking soy slop, bamboo, cellulose dust, all that type of shit. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're buying up all this farmland. That's why they're, you know what I'm saying, including fucking China, who own at least 192,000 acres of farmland in our fucking country, right? This is what they want. They want us to sit in these fucking Neuralink chairs, not leave the house, not bother them, while we're living our life through fucking androids and fucking we think we're living a great life. We think we're doing something, when really we're wasting away, man. We're wasting away. That's what they want. They want us to waste away. You know, I go out in the world, and I'm working on a construction site right now, and you know, and you go out in the world, you go to the grocery store, you go anywhere, and you just see that we're all the fit people. We're all the fit people. We're all the people that take pride in their health and in being fit. You know what I'm saying? And being able to do things. No, man. A lot of men that I see out in the world right now are fucking sloppy. You know what I'm saying? They don't, you know what I'm saying? They just got beer bellies, or they're looking frail, they're real skinny or skinny fat, and they don't have any like musculature to them. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't look like they could walk up a flight of stairs without passing out. Like, this is happening more and more. Yeah, and I go to the gym. You know, there's a gym by my job. I go there during lunch. We have an hour lunch. So I go to the gym during my hour lunch, and I fucking, you know, I do my resistance exercises, you know, because in the morning, I basically only have an hour in the morning to do my cardio. So that's where I get my bag work in, my Muay Thai and boxing drills in. I do that in the morning before I go to work. And then at lunch, I go hit the gym. I'll lift some weights, do some resistance exercises. And, you know, I do my push-ups and my pull-ups, all that type of shit while I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? If I find a little bar I can do some pull-ups on, or find something I can do pull-ups on, I do that. You know, and do muscle-ups, all that type of shit. But, you know, it's sad to see. If you look at video footage from the 80s, hell, and even the 90s, video footage from the 80s and the 90s, particularly the 80s, you see mostly everybody looks fit. You know, they're walking around a lot. They're not super sloppy. You know what I'm saying? They look more fit. You know, they're a lot more active. They don't have these devices and everything they're getting caught up in. They're walking here, they're walking here. Hell, they might not even be working out a lot or whatever. But they're doing something, you know, swimming and whatever they were doing. If you look at video footage now, it's sad. It's sad, man. It's sad. That's why, you know, I had to turn my shit around, man, because I was up to 200, damn near 280 pounds. Back in shit, made the fucking mess with these cucumbers. Back in 2018 or 2019, I said, man, this is out of control. I gotta do something about it. So that's what I did, man. And I ain't looked back since. The point is, that's what they want for society. They want 1 of every 2 people to have diabetes. They want 1 to every 2 children, one of 2 children to be autistic. You know, mainly due to the crap that we're shoveling down our throats that they give us access to, that we get addicted to. Very sad. You know what I'm saying? But not to mention this whole abortion thing. We need to we need to get off our asses and get fit, man. There's always time. You can always make time. Right now I'm working 10-hour days, right? Working 10-hour days, and I'm driving an hour. Well, 30 minutes to work and from work. And I still find time to get my workout in. You know what I'm saying? I still find time to work on staying dangerous. Functional fitness. Fitness exercises that are actually going to attribute to your being dangerous. You know, you want to be dangerous. You don't want to be, you don't want to be safe. If you're safe, you're a target. So, get dangerous, y'all. Get dangerous. I don't know what's going to happen with this Nancy Pelosi debacle, but I don't think China's going to do anything while she's there. They're definitely not going to do anything to her. So, but don't be surprised if once she leaves, you see the headlines and it says that China just invaded Taiwan. Don't be surprised, because I think that was part of the plan, y'all. Anyway, I'm back at the crib, about to get up in here and get to relaxing and all that type of shit. Anyway, I'm in the new house. Finally moved all the way in, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying having my own home. Anyway, I guess I'll read a couple comments before I get out of here. Kelvin Black was good. Nicolette Moore was good. Black Spring with Autumn was good. Chelsea G, how y'all doing? Thank you guys for stopping through, and I appreciate y'all, man. But yeah, like I said, don't be surprised if China invades Taiwan like pretty soon after Nancy Pelosi leaves, or they might not. And if they don't, what is that? I mean, that just proves that China might not be a bigger threat as they make themselves out to be, you know, because their propaganda machine it's up there. It's top tier. But you got to have some shit to back it up. We'll see if they back it up. All right. Much love, like, share, subscribe, and let's keep marching forward toward freedom.